Hello, and welcome to another AppleVis podcast.
Hello, everyone. This is the Evil Chocolate Cookie. Yeah, pardon the name. I know, it's weird. Today, I'm going to show you guys an item that has been reviewed in the hardware and accessory reviews section, but after doing a site search, I didn't find any podcasts on this item, and it's very useful, so I thought I'd make one. What I'm going to demonstrate for you guys today is the Tap Wearable keyboard, as it works with iOS devices. And the main reason I chose to get this particular device, as you'll see in a bit, it has a special voiceover mode to specifically control voiceover on your devices. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go over what you get in the box, which I have here. Now, the box to this could almost be mistaken for an iPhone box just by feel, except for the length. It opens up the same way as an iPhone box. You just pull it open. In the box, I've already taken everything out of here, obviously, but in the box, what you'll get is you'll get your keyboard in its case, and I'll get to that in a moment, a bunch of instruction papers, and your micro USB charging cable, which I still have yet to take out of the package, because I haven't needed it yet. So nothing very special to the box. Now let's move on to the case. The case that your keyboard comes in, it's plastic, obviously, but it has like this transparent window thing in front so you can see the keyboard inside the case. There's not much to the case. You have, toward the bottom of the front edge, a bit of a groove that you can get your fingernails into to open up the case. Obviously on the back you have your hinges that let you open and close the case. Nothing on the left side, the top, or the bottom. On the right side, we have two things. One, we have a micro USB port, which is used for charging the case's battery. Two, next to the micro USB port, and this is coming from the back end of the case nearest the hinges, first is the micro USB port. Second is a button that is taped over when you get it out of the package, so it can be hard to feel at first. This button is used to turn on the case and charge your keyboard. Now let's get to the fun stuff. Let's open up the case. Inside the case, which opens and closes with magnets, you find your keyboard. Now, the keyboard consists of 5 rings, one for each finger, with a cord running between them to connect them and to help you with resizing. While in the case, these rings are on 5 little posts, and they're held still by magnets in the case. I'm going to take mine out now. You want to start with the leftmost one. The one with the larger tab thing on top. This is the thumb ring. You just pick it up and lift them out of the case, and the whole lot comes out. Then you can just close up your case and set it aside for now. Now, to put on your keyboard, the first thing you want to do is to put on the thumb ring. And you want to put on the thumb ring so the protrusion on the top of the ring is in line with the fingernail of your thumb. Then slip all of your fingers into the other rings, not into the cord between the rings, because that can be easy to do, and push it down to the base of your fingers just like you would while wearing regular rings for jewelry. If the rings are too loose, you can pinch the cord at the bottom of the rings and pull them together. Most of each ring is plastic, but it does have a gap at the bottom for the cord so you can adjust it. Now you want them to fit snug on your fingers, but you don't want them to be too tight. On the top of each of the other 4 rings, aside from the thumb ring, there's a small, sort of oval, circle type thing. It's kind of hard to tell the exact shape. I'm not exactly sure what they do. I don't completely understand it, but I think they're sensors, which would explain why they're on every finger. Another thing to note, well, 2 things to note, on your thumb ring are a control for the mouse, because this does have a mouse, and your power button. Now, I'm going to turn on the keyboard by just pressing in the power button on top of the thumb ring. And I don't know if you could hear that, but it vibrated 3 times. If the keyboard vibrates 3 times, and this is according to the website, that means the keyboard has at least 70% battery. If it has only 2 vibrations, it's between 35 and 70%. And if it's only one, it's between 10 and 35%, and you should probably think about charging it. Now, there are two apps I want to take you through in connection with this keyboard before I actually start playing around with it on my iOS device. And just for reference, I'm using an iPhone XR with iOS 13.4. I have my voiceover speech rate set at about 60%, and the voice you hear is Ava because that's just what I have set, the one I use.
Tap Manager.
I have my hints turned off because they're annoying. The first app I'm going to take you through is Tap Manager.
Tap unpair and pair your tap. To tap connected 81%. To tap.
Now, Tap Manager is where you go to configure your tap and where you can go to get some help, and there's some instructional videos. When you open it up, you land on the Settings tab. So I'm going to show you the Settings tab first.
Tap connected. Tap _C 7142330.
And that just tells me that my tap is connected. I don't think you can rename these, which is awful, but that's outside of the scope of discussion. And it gave the identifier
80%.
80%, that's how much battery I have.
General. Heading.
We have a heading for General.
About. Button.
About, that takes you in to check your serial number and your firmware and all of that important information.
Check for updates. No updates available. Button.
Check for updates. No updates available. This does receive firmware updates fairly often.
Left-handed. On.
Left-handed. Now, I have that on because I'm left-handed. If you're right-handed, you would leave it off. It's off by default. And that's another thing I like about this piece of equipment. You don't have to order a left or right-handed keyboard.
Vibration. On.
Vibration. Do not turn that off. Because if you turn that off, it disables all the haptic feedback or vibration from your thumb ring. And unless you have light perception, you won't be able to tell if your keyboard is on. It does have some lights, but I'm not exactly sure what they mean, because I don't spend the whole time with the thumb ring up to my face.
Sleep timeout. 5 minutes of inactivity.
Now, I've changed this sleep timeout. 5 minutes of inactivity to the default is 2. I've changed this because it likes to go to sleep on me if I'm just scrolling through the app.
Standby mode. Heading.
Standby mode.
Standby mode. Off.
That's off.
Double tap 4 fingers. Index to pinky in mouse mode to toggle standby mode.
I'm not exactly sure what that does because the keyboard has to be in mouse mode to activate it.
Text. Heading.
We have text.
Auto correction. On.
Auto correction. This is enabled by default. And I think it uses your default auto correction on your device.
Autocorrect is disabled on custom layouts.
Here's the bit of help text that says autocorrect is disabled on custom layouts, which makes sense because not all custom layouts are made for typing. I'll get to those in just a moment.
Input. Heading.
Input.
Mouse only.
We have mouse only.
Selected. Keyboard only.
Keyboard only, which I have chosen.
Mouse and keyboard.
Or mouse and keyboard. By default, it's set to mouse and keyboard. But you can turn either the keyboard or the mouse off if you choose.
Mouse only mode will disable voiceover mode.
Mouse only mode, however, will disable voiceover mode. So I wouldn't recommend using that.
Custom tap mapping. Heading.
Custom tap mapping. I'll explain a bit more about that in a moment.
Tap mapping. Button.
And here's the button for tap mapping.
Mouse sensitivity. Heading.
Mouse sensitivity.
Mouse sensitivity. 44%.
I haven't changed this. It's still at the default.
Scroll sensitivity. Heading.
We have scroll sensitivity.
Scroll sensitivity. 44%.
I haven't changed this either.
Scroll direction flipped. Off.
Scroll direction flipped. That's off. And it's off by default.
Accessibility. Heading.
Accessibility. Here's the interesting part.
Voiceover mode. On.
Voiceover mode on. This keyboard comes with a special set of commands for controlling voiceover, which I think is very, very important for, well, any keyboard that you're going to use. But especially a product like this that isn't, your conventional keyboard. And it may take a bit of getting used to with voiceover mode, but it is doable.
Voiceover mode enables accessibility gestures.
Right here it says voiceover mode enables accessibility gestures.
Double tap timeout. Heading.
Double tap timeout.
Double tap timeout. 66%.
I haven't changed this.
Air gestures. Heading.
Air gestures. Now, if you have the first generation tap, you will not see this section. I have the newer model that has air mouse support. Air mouse support is exactly what it sounds like. You can control the mouse by waving your hand around in the air.
Air mouse. Off.
Mine is off because I don't use the mouse at all.
Media control. Off. Smart TV control. Off.
You also have media control and smart TV control. I'm not exactly sure what either of those do because I don't use them. And there's not a lot of documentation in the help section.
Development. Heading.
Development.
Developer mode. Off.
Developer mode is off. You can develop apps that work with this thing. Obviously, I'm not a developer, so that stays off.
Apps. Tab. 1 of 5.
Now, that's the end of the settings tab. Now, we have 5 tabs here. We have apps,
How to.
how
Tab.
to,
Maps. Tab.
maps,
3 of 5. Selected. Settings.
settings,
Help.
and
Tab.
help.
5 of 5. Apps. Tab.
I'm going to click on apps.
Apps. 79%. TapGenius. Learn how to tap the alphabet in 2 hours.
TapGenius, that is not accessible. At least from my understanding, it is not accessible.
Tap Academy. Become a master tapper. Play only 10 minutes /day and learn to tap at 30 plus WPM within 30 days.
Tap Academy, I don't know if that one works or not. I haven't tried it. But it's supposed to help you practice and increase your typing speed.
Tap Aloud. Tap Aloud, an auditory learning game for low vision and blind users.
Tap Aloud, an auditory learning game for low vision and blind users. I'll show you this app in a minute. This app is fun. I love this app. You have your audio tutorial to give a practice round and a couple of levels of gameplay to teach you your letters.
Tap Chase. Don't stop running, dodge the obstacles and shoot the enemies.
These are games, and they are not accessible, unfortunately. I wish they were.
Tap Tap Bunny. Use your tap to move the bunny in an uncharted, magical carrot island. Tap Loops. Increase your tapping speed and master your tapping skills.
I wish this one was accessible. Tap Loops. Because I like that style of game. Maybe if we all talk to the developers, they can fix it.
Tap Squadron. Use your tap mouse to steer the sky figure through enemy territory. Want to develop games and apps that works with tap? Selected. Apps. Tab.
I interrupted that.
Want to develop games and apps that works with tap? Sign up here. Button. Settings. Tab. Help. Maps. Tab.
I'll come back to how to in just a moment. Let's go to maps.
Settings. Selected. Maps. Tab. 3 of 5.
Maps. This keyboard supports custom maps like, well, you can remap keys on any keyboard. This one you can build special maps for different games you play. You can build them for shortcut keys if you want to use this, say, on your Mac or your other laptop or desktop computer. There are a lot of maps that you can install for this from utilities. You can install games. There are some for music. You can even use this to control GarageBand if you so choose. This is a very, very versatile device.
Help. Tab. 5 of 5. Settings. Tab. Help.
Now I'm going to go to Help.
Help.
In Help we have several options.
79%. FAQ.
FAQ,
Support.
rate us,
Follow us.
and follow us.
Tab. 1 of 5. How to. Tab.
Now I'm going to go to How To, and this has a couple of video tutorials. And thanks to the manufacturers, these video tutorials are perfectly accessible. I'm not going to play them because that would make the podcast far too long. They're not very, very long, but if you have a tap, you can play them at your leisure, or you can download the app to be able to listen to them one time, even if you don't have one. But we have...
Selected. Videos. Accessibility. Selected. Accessibility. 2 of 2.
And remember to tap on the Accessibility tab up at the top. Remember to click on the Accessibility tab, because that gives more verbal description to the videos. We have...
How to wear. Button. How to tap. Button.
And those are the two that we have.
Apps. Tab. 1 of 5.
Now, we're done with this app.
Tap Manager. Tap Aloud.
Now, I want to take you through a couple of tutorials in the Tap Aloud app. Let me grab the box here so I can have a flat surface to tap on. You can tap on just about any surface as long as it's not too soft. But when you start out, my best advice, and the advice that the company gives in their video, is to start on a hard, flat surface. And to start with your dominant hand.
Tap Aloud. Tap Aloud. Keys. Button. Lessons.
And in this app, we have 3
Selected.
tabs.
Lessons.
Lessons,
Tab. Glossary.
Glossary,
Tab. 2 of 3. Instructions. Tab. 3 of 3.
and Instructions. Glossary and Instructions are more if you just need to look up something quickly. For example, if you forgot the finger combination for letter N, you could look in the instructions. Now, the first lesson this gives you is A, E, I, O, and U. I'm not going to do that one because it's very, very simple. A is your thumb, E is your index finger, I is your middle, O is ring, and U is pinky. However, if you're using this, it is best to think of your fingers from number 1 to number 5, starting with your thumb and ending with your pinky. I'm going to show you one of the fun lessons, and then I'm going to show you the voiceover tap section.
A-E-I-O-U, NTLS, button.
Let's do NTLS, because I'm actually good at this one.
Finger trick, lesson number 2, NTLS. Finger trick, 2 fingers together.
Finger trick, 2 fingers together. It always gives you a finger trick to help you remember. And what I really, really love about this app is it's not just your standard boring typing lessons. You have musical hints. It gives you memory phrases. I'll show you this
Tutorial.
right now.
Button. N, back, button. T, L, S. Never trample little sheepdogs. 2 fingers together. This means that you tap 2 fingers that are next to each other and keep the other 3 fingers up. Tap fingers 1 and 2 for N, fingers 2 and 3 for T, fingers 3 and 4 for L, and fingers 4 and 5 for S. Again, tap fingers 1 and 2 for N, fingers 2 and 3 for T, fingers 3 and 4 for L, and fingers 4 and 5 for S. N, T, L, S. 2 fingers together. Never trample sheepdogs. Nestle together like shoes. Neighbors tread lightly, surreptitiously. Never trample sheepdogs. Tutorial completed. Heading.
Now we're going to move on to practice. I think I'll do practice in level 1, just to show you the basics of gameplay.
Continue. Replay. Continue. Button. N, T, L, S. Practice round. N. Tap fingers 1 and 2. T. Tap fingers 2 and 3. L. Tap fingers 3 and 4. S. Tap fingers 4 and 5. N. Tap fingers 1 and 2. T. Tap fingers 2 and 3. L. Tap fingers 3 and 4. S. Tap fingers 4 and 5. Practice completed. Heading. Continue. Button. N, T, L, S. Level number 1. Tap all fingers to start. Tap character N, T, L, S. N, T, L, S. Space.
Space is all 5 fingers.
S. S. Tap fingers 4 and 5. L, T, N. Period.
Period is all fingers twice.
S. L. T. N. Period. Period. Double tap all fingers. Space. N. Space. Space. L. Period. L. Period. S. N. T. T. S. N. N. U. T.
Wrong. I tried to tap in.
Space. O. Period. S. T. A. To the L. S. L. I. E. Level completed. Heading.
Level completed. Now there's another level,
Back. Button.
but I'm just going to go back.
Back to lessons menu. Button. Voice over tabs. Button.
Voiceover taps.
Last lesson. Voice over tabs.
Now, an important note, at least that I've noticed, before you try to use voiceover mode, you need to tap the switch command, which is fingers 3, 4, and 5. When you tap switch, you will feel a vibration on your thumb.
Getting started. Button.
I'm going to tap on getting started.
Level number 1. Getting started. Tap all fingers to start. Toggle voice over mode on your tab. Double tap. F. Fingers 1, 2, and 4. Toggle voice over mode on your tab. Double tap. F. Fingers 1, 2, and 4.
Sometimes it doesn't want to work. Oops.
Level number 2. Navigation. Tap all fingers to start.
It finally gave up on me.
Activate item. Double tap. E. Finger. 2. App switcher. Double tap. H. Fingers. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Backslash escape. Tab. P. Fingers. 1, 2, and 5. Home. Tab. H. Fingers. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Item chooser. Tab. I. Finger. 3. Select next item. Tab. L. Fingers. 3 and 4. Select previous item. Tab. N. Fingers. 1 and 2. Level number 3. Speech. Tap all fingers to start. Pause speech. Tab. T. Fingers. 2 and 3. Read all from current position. Tab. A. Finger. 1. Read all from top. Tab. B. Fingers. 2 and 5. Level number 4. Quick nav tabs. Tap all fingers to start. Turn on / off quick nav. Double tab. A. Finger. 1. Turn on. Adjust value down. Tab. O. Finger. 4. Adjust value up. Tab. U. Finger. 5. Change rotor item left. Double tab. D. Fingers. 1 and 3.
These double taps, sometimes they don't want to work right.
Change rotor item right. Double tab. M. Fingers. 2 and 4. Next rotor item. Tab. D. Fingers. 1 and 3. Previous rotor item. Tab. M. Fingers. 2 and 4. Scroll left. Tab. Shift. Fingers. 1, 2 and 3. Scroll up. Tab. Delete. Fingers. 2, 3 and 4. Scroll right. Tab. Switch. Fingers. 3, 4 and 5. Scroll down. Tab. Fingers. 1 and 5. Select first item. Tab. R. Fingers. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Select last item. Double tab. R. Fingers. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Select last item. Double tab. R. Fingers. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Level number 5. Miscellaneous. Tap all fingers to start.
And I think they misspelled miscellaneous.
Magic tab. Double tab. T. Fingers. 2 and 3. Mute voiceover. Tab. S. Fingers. 4 and 5. Screen curtain. Triple tab. Shift. Fingers. 1, 2 and 3. Voiceover help. Double tab. K. Fingers. 1 and 4. Back to lessons menu. Button.
And those are the voiceover taps. Now I'm going to show you these in a practical setting. Let's get out of here.
Tap aloud. 8 items. Siri search. Text field. E. 67 items found. Top T. 34 items. 67 100. Amazon Alexa. Home. Messages. 2 unread messages.
If this thing wants to cooperate today.
8 items. 22 items. F. A. 5 items found. Top search. Messages. 2 unread. Page 2 of 6. Adjustable.
Sometimes it works right, sometimes it doesn't.
Settings.
They gave us the wrong command. For some reason it does that. It says voiceover mode is 124. In my experience, voiceover mode is 145.
Page 2 of 6. Adjustable. Page 3 of 6. Page 4 of 6. Page 5 of 6. Clock. Mail. Safari. Music. Safari. Mail. Phone. Page 5 of 6. FedEx. Tap aloud. Tap manager. Pitch black. Make money. Sweat. Lucid dream. Spoken verse. Zello. Assistant. Google Home. Dairy Queen. NFB Newsline. Papa Sangre 2. Otter.
Don't ask me why I have Papa Sangre 2 on here.
PayPal. Blindfold Air Hockey. Audiobooks. Mac Tracker.
Now, if I wanted to open an app, let's say I want to open Mac Tracker, I'd just double tap my index finger like you would do to activate something on your phone screen.
Edit mode. Activate. Default.
When it wants to double tap. Sometimes it doesn't want to double tap.
Today. Activate. Default. Translate. 8. Amazon Alexa. 8. Audible. Mac Tracker. Edit mode. Activate. Default. Edit mode. Activate. Default. Today. Edit mode. Activate. Default. Audible. Today. Mac Tracker.
Oh, I see the problem. It's registering another finger.
Today.
I haven't gotten this perfected yet.
Edit mode. Activate. Default. Today. Edit mode. Activate. Default. Mac Tracker. Models. Heading. Models. Models. Heading. About. Search feed. Cancel. General. Current model. This device. Favorites. Desktops. Apple. Classic Macintosh. Button. Siri search. Text field. A. 50 items found. Top 1. 77 items found. A. 11 items found. Tops. Mac Tracker. Models. Heading. Models. Heading. About. Search field. Cancel. Dimmed. Search field. General. Current models. Button.
I don't know why the double tap doesn't want to cooperate today, but... And if I wanted to magic tap to play music...
Favorites. Desktops. Apple. Button. Mac Tracker.
So yes, this does have a lot of uses. Now I'm gonna try to type some basic stuff in. Open notes.
Notes. New note. Button. Note. Text field. Is editing. Word mode. Insertion point.
Now I'm just going to type in hello.
Cap H. E. I.
Oops, it missed a finger.
L. Delete L. L. Delete L. Delete I. L. L. O. Delete space. Hell.
Oops, that's not what I meant to type. Sorry, guys.
L. Delete L. Delete space. Hello. O. Add table. Text styles. Add note. Text field. Is editing. Hello. Board mode. Amazon. Page 5 of 6. Adjustable.
Now, in order to turn off your keyboard, you just press that same button that you used to turn it on, and you can just take it off your fingers. Now, to put it back in its case, open up the case, and hope it doesn't fall closed on you. Put in the thumb ring first, and then make sure the other 4 rings go onto the posts, but tuck the cords in between them so the case can close. Then you can snap your case closed and put away your keyboard until you want to use it again later. Thank you for listening to this. I know this was kind of long, and we had some technical difficulties, but I'm still moderately new at this. If you want to contact me, there are a couple of ways. You can use my Twitter, which is at evilcookies98, or you can send me an email. I think my email address is listed on the website, at least one of them is. And thank you for listening.
This podcast was brought to you by the team at Apple This. For more information and resources to help you get the best experience from your Apple device, visit the Apple This website at www.applevis.com, where you can also contact the Apple This team.